Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Jada Toys 1/32 scale Hollywood Rides Fast and Furious series Jakob Toretto's 1967 Chevrolet El Camino. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have Fast and Furious, Fast X or Fast 10, and a little hook that usually falls on the inside of the packaging here. And a bit of window that goes around to the front. It's on the top here, but it swings around to the front to kind of let some light in and give you a top view, or at least a partial top view of the vehicle. Then on the front, we have the window continues on, and it also continues around to this side as well. But it gives you most of a clean side view of the vehicle. Jada, diecast, Dom Toretto looking all mad. Fast and Furious 1967 Chevrolet El Camino Fast X or 10, 8 and up on the bottom. Small print, fine print, legalese print, some other stuff, a barcode, and you'll need a screwdriver. On this side, again, that window showcasing a partial view of the front end of the car, Fast and Furious. On the other side, Fast X or Fast 10, Fast and Furious, and then a sticker right there. Oh, that's not a sticker, that's one of those alarm doohickeys it looks like. Then on the back, we have the cross sale of a lot of Fast X stuff or Fast and Furious series stuff. And I like the muscle cars. And here's some small fine legalese print, some more small fine legalese print. Don't give it to baby, some other symbols I'm not going to learn. And Jada address. That, my friends, completes the look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the vehicle. And look at that roll. It rolls smooth, my friends. No issues there. And as you can see, this pretty much looks like the El Camino from Fast and Furious 10. And I passed on the plain version of this simply because it shares the same bed issue. At least it's an issue to me, is that the bed on this El Camino is very, very shallow. And as you can see, it's got like all this added framework going on to reinforce it. Chrome for the front end, and then the reinforcement goes over. It's got these black market bazooka deals going on. It's got the nitrous tanks and all kind of reinforcement going on here, and some chrome right here. And it does say El Camino under this rocket launcher. It does have a chrome back bumper as well as Fast and Furious, a license plate on there, some paint apps for the brake lights, nice chrome for the wheels. And again, these wheels feel a little bit more rubbery than this line usually does, so maybe they switched something up. On the bottom, you can see the reinforcement goes around the bottom as well, mostly probably because that's how they screwed it in there. And 1/32 scale 67 Chevy El Camino, used under license, of course, and the Jada stuff under there as well. Minimal sculpted detail, but you know, how often are you going to be looking at the bottom of this thing? Now the doors open, but because of this piece they do not. But because this stuff is all screwed on, I'm guessing you can take it off if you wanted to, and have just an El Camino, which would be cool. So I don't know, I may go back and get like the standard version of this, but like I said, the bed being real shallow like that just kind of throws me off. You can see roll bars in there, you can see the steering wheel, you can see the seats, and through the camera, that's really about all that you can see. Now that, my friends, does it for a look at the vehicle. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have Jacob's 1967 Chevrolet El Camino with Dom's 1970 Dodge Charger RT and Dom's 1971 Plymouth GTX. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Jada Toys 1-32 scale Hollywood Rides Fast and Furious 10 Jakob Toretto's 1967 El Camino, which is heavily modified, with the Jada Toys 1-32 scale Hollywood Rides Jurassic Park 1993 Ford Explorer, which itself is also modified, and the Jada Toys 1-32 scale Hollywood Rides Mystery Machine. For final thoughts on the Jada Toys 1-32 scale Hollywood Rides Fast and Furious 10 Jakob Toretto's heavily modified 1967 Chevrolet El Camino, I would have to say, you know, the El Camino itself, I always felt like it was kind of an underrated vehicle. It gave you the sportiness of a car with the utility of a truck. And, you know, it's in hindsight, you know, when I was a kid, I thought it was cool, and as an adult, I now think it was cool. There was a time there where I thought, well, that didn't make much sense. But, you know, if you wanted a utility vehicle that was kind of sporty and you really didn't want a truck, the El Camino was the way to go. And it really gave you the best of both worlds, at least in, you know, the way that it looked. And I can't really speak that much as to the way that it functioned. I don't know if it had a lot of problems or anything. But who wouldn't want an El Camino with rocket launchers on it? I would definitely take an El Camino with rocket launchers on it, because that is just, it's cool. Anything with rocket launchers on it is cool, I guess. Maybe not a turd. Probably not a Pacer or a Gremlin with rocket launchers, although a Pacer with a rocket launcher, maybe. But, you know, this is what it is. It's a vehicle, a fantastic vehicle from a fantastical vehicle from a fantastical car movie, action car movie. And, you know, I think it was cool that Jada, when they made this El Camino mold, I guess they were thinking ahead for this version of it, where they could just, you know, slide the modification pieces on it and just screw them in place in the bottom where you can't see it. The only issue with this, you know, you can't open the door. And, you know, if you take all the stuff off, then yes, you could open the door. But who wants to take all this beautiful rocket launchers and stuff off of this car? I certainly don't. And my only real issue with this vehicle is just how shallow the bed is, and that's why I didn't get the regular version of this vehicle, because the bed is just really shallow, and I don't remember them being that way. But that's just me. I could be looking through rose-colored glasses, but I don't think so. I think they had a standard truck bed for the back, not a shallow one like this one or the regular version of this has. But I do like this. I think it's cool. That's why I picked it up, even with the shallow bed. And again, I think it's cool. Your mileage, of course, may vary. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link. And see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content, or just help the channel out. Or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.